Hi, this is Using Nmap with Let's Go IT, and we're going to jump into another cybersecurity project. This one dealing with Nmap. So, what we want to do is shrink my image here so I am not taking up the screen. And here we are. So, open up your Kali VM. We are going to also need another Kali VM. So, when you're done installing a new one, um, open that up, run it inside your VMware workstation program. So we have our I made a Kali CTF. This is the one I've been installing Ghidra and VS Code on. What we want to do is grab that tab, bring it out of the perimeter of this program or the border, and drop it. It should populate in any moment. Now, there we are. I am going to bring it side by side, the original window here, and open our other Kali machine. So, within this Nmap project, we are going to be scanning these private IP addresses. And how we get that information is with the keystroke or command of IPA. And what we want to look at is the second option. The second option is going to give us IPv4 and IPv6. The INET is our IPv4. IPv4's address is what we need to learn to be aware of. 192.168.159.139, and we can look at here. And our second option, IPv4 address, ends with 136. And that's how we know these computers will not be intercepting any requested information from the internet or otherwise on the same network. That is our fundamentally of what these IP addresses are made for, so that we don't have collisions or shared information or information going to a whole nother device that didn't even ask for it. That's how we route data. So I'm going to make this OS, this virtual machine, scan this virtual machine. And in order to do that, you need to look at your network adapting settings in the system configuration of our VMware. And we are set to NAT. This will allow us to talk to each other. So if I had an open port on this machine, I would be able to see that from this machine. And this machine, unless being monitored, will have no unless somebody took proactive steps to examine logs to see if this was happening or to see if scans were being conducted, this machine wouldn't know. So let's begin. And we're using Nmap, and we are using private IP addresses. So these will not be of any use to someone trying to actually hack into my virtual machine environment. So nmap-@sn and our target IP address. And it is 159.139. Yep. And here we go. We scan. We do not. Okay. So this is a ping. This is a ping to see if that machine is up and running, and it is. Our host is up, and we also get to see that our MAC address produces our our version, or what our system information is. So we know it's VMware. That's what I'm trying to say. We know it's VMware from this scan. We also can scan for TCP ports with the -S capitalized T. We also get that VMware open the VMware result. Here we are with all 1,000 scan ports are in a Nord state, so they are closed. There are no open ports out of 1,000, so that's good. I haven't gone into this and opened any ports. I'm not. This is just default Kali Linux, so that's good to know. If we were going to scan an actual target, as if we are hackers, we would need their public IP address. How do you get that? How do you get your own? You would go to Google and you can search what is my IP address. Here's an example from my Windows operating system Chrome browser. What is my IP address? And we can see that here. This is my public IP address. Oh wow, it's in Chicago. This could be you. So with that being said, malicious actors are out there scanning a lot of IP addresses all at once on multiple devices. That's what they do all day. And they are looking for things like this. Like I said, though, I am on NordVPN, so this isn't even mine. I'm nowhere close to Chicago, and that's really all there is to that. I am protected by NordVPN services. But if we wanted to scan that, a public IP address, we would need to... Oh, it's not going to be in this. Sorry, I'm just going through my history with my keyboard. It is... Oh, maybe it is in this. Just a little in the past. No? Let's exit that. One. So let's say we do have my public IP address. What we do is nmap phone. Oh no, it's dash script. There it is. Phone 181 target IP address, or our public IP address here, as our greet whatismyipaddress.com provides us with. And this scan can take a little while. And while it is scanning, I wanted to say thanks for being here. Thanks for following me along. Nmap is a great, useful tool to evaluate your own network posture, and we need to be aware of open ports that we do not know what they do. We need to learn what they do, whether they should be closed or not. And that is just one step closer to securing yourself once you do learn what those ports do. So we are scanning a public IP address that is in that belongs to me. So if you were to do this to an public IP address you do not own, you run the risk of becoming blacklisted, because on the other side of this scan there are devices specifically made to detect such scans. This isn't a new thing. This is something that we have wasted lots of hours to try to negate. And Nmap still is a free tool that is available to everyone, as much as Kali Linux is a free OS available to everyone, as much as VMware is a free virtual machine environment available to everyone. So everyone out there does not have your best interests in mind, and if they were to discover an open port that they know how to take advantage of, they sure would. That taking these steps in that direction already positions themselves to temptation of discovering and taking your data. We need to be aware that sometimes we are not running optimally secure networks, and there may always be a way to be taken advantage of. So, with that being said, this is a way that we can evaluate our own posture on our home network, our SOHO, our small office, home office network. Routers do have configurations that you can go in and in their GUI, and sometimes they have the ability for you to configure the open and close ports, and I definitely recommend doing that. If this Nmap scan should provide you with enough information that says I should be doing that. I should be looking into my router configurations. Why are there 1,000 TCP ports open, for instance? We can close them. Yeah. It may require just a bit of research on your side, but it's one step closer to being secure with your data. And we are still waiting. I don't think it took this long the first time I did this. So, I don't really need this one open anymore. So I'm going to drag my tab back into this original VMware window. Go back to my scanning. Oh, and here we are. We are done. So with this vuln scan, we can see if there are any open ports that are vulnerable. So says Nmap. Because you can easily leverage this information and do with it as you will. Like, say you know of a TCP open, you know how to take advantage of this. Nmap may not specifically know how. It may be a great indicator to you of what you're able to do. And malicious actors leverage this information every day. So port 80 is open. That is HTTP. That is going to be our internet web surfing browsing port. And what we can see here is couldn't find any XSS vulnerabilities. That's good. So says Nmap. Now we can see here in the results it didn't find couldn't find any CSRF vulnerabilities. What is that? Client side request forgery vulnerabilities, and we have some other ports. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ports, and that's my public VPN, or my public VPN's IP address assigned at this time of recording, which I will be changing after recording, so don't get your hopes up. Anyways, it would still be all encrypted, but yeah, this is just a great way to evaluate your small office, home office network, and it's a great practice project for using Nmap. Nmap will be vital to your success as a cybersecurity professional or just network scanners, because it's a good way to evaluate your network security posture. And that's the point of securing your network. One step into securing your network done. This has been Let's Go IT, and I do rant a little, so prepare yourself for such things in the future. I have a Discord where I share lots of cybersecurity related knowledge, resources, and the like. Please search it out, join us, and we will create a safer digital world together. See ya.